The scientists stood stiffened in awe and disbelief, their initial excitement now replaced by a sense of fear. The creature's eyes were large and luminous and resembled a ball of glowing emerald. It seemed to radiate tangible energy. Its mere presence evoked a sense of unease. John, the lead scientist, quickly got closer to the creature to make a picture of it, but sharing this image with the world would turn into one of the biggest mistakes of his life. The police were nearly beating down the door of Gilmore's hotel room. He knew they were here because of his photo. He should have waited with posting it until he was back in the States. But his excitement had gotten the better of him, and now he was going to pay the price. He had captured something that he was never supposed to see. Whatever these Russian scientists were experimenting with in those radioactive woods, the theft did not want anybody to know about, and he had just exposed their secret to the world. When the police came in, they immediately put cuffs on Gilmore and took him away. But what the police did not know was that it was already too late. The photo was already being shared online. But what was this horse doing in the Chernobyl forest? What were the scientists hiding about it, and what was going to happen to Gilmore? Before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. Gilmore was an animal photographer for years and had done many interesting things during these years. One day, he receives a tip. There was supposed to be a very unusual horse living in the Chernobyl forest. Gilmore received many useless tips over the years, but at this given time, it had been a while since he shot something interesting. And interesting it was. But before deciding on this project, he wants a bit more information. He decides to speak directly to the source of this tip, but barely gets any answers. The source is very secretive about the horse, but reveals one thing. I've never seen anything like it. This horse is a part of their history. Go there before it's too late. Gilmore flies over and checks in at his hotel. Gilmore seems to be just another tourist, as the employees of the hotel barely notice him in all his camera gear, but it would only take a while before they completely changed their attitude toward Gilmore. The next day, directly after dawn, Gilmore starts looking for the horse. It's hard to see in the forest, as the forest is very misty in the mornings. Gilmore already knew this through his research, but he never expected it to be this bad. He keeps looking, and eventually, he discovers something else. Gilmore notices that he's being followed by a few people. They keep their distance, so Gilmore isn't suspecting them right away. To him, it still could be a coincidence. But after he crosses many more miles, he notices they are still behind him. The day comes to an end as it gets dark. No luck the first day, but that would change soon. The next day, Gilmore gets up at the same hour. He manages to cover a part of the forest that he didn't the day before, hoping he will find the mysterious horse. After a while, something doesn't sit right with Gilmore, and when he looks around, he's being followed once more. He leaves right away, but his arrival back at the hotel doesn't go unnoticed. Usually, the hotel employee only nods, but this time, he asks Gilmore whether he had a successful day. Gilmore doesn't really know how to respond, as he is a bit surprised. Then, the employee even comes toward Gilmore and carefully inspects his camera equipment while repeating his question. Why this attention all of a sudden? Later that night, after Gilmore had a bite to eat and decided to go to bed early, there was a knock on his door. It's room service. He sees a bowl of exotic fruits next to a gigantic bottle of champagne. He surely didn't order this, and when he gets closer to sending it away, he sees a little note. Congratulations! The little note says, congratulations on your fantastic pictures and have a safe trip returning home. What was this supposed to mean? After all, his mission hadn't even succeeded thus far, so he wasn't going anywhere. Was this their way of trying to get rid of him, or did they genuinely think he was returning home? Gilmore immediately leaves for the help desk, but the employee is stubborn. He insists on the right of privacy of whoever ordered the room service. Gilmore is frustrated and tempted to just go to bed and forget all about it, but then the employee asks him, "At what time are you expecting to check out tomorrow, sir?" Gilmore had a reservation for 6 more days. Gilmore knows enough to leave for another hotel. The next morning, he checks out as he is expected to and checks in at another hotel. The strange few days that are behind him make him even more curious of the horse. And looking back, rightfully so. After missing out on a day of looking for the horse, Gilmore is determined to make progress this day. He is rewarded for his work ethic. He finds what seems to be the tracks of the horse. His day off and departure to another hotel also seem to have allowed him to be alone. There didn't seem to be anyone around. It's getting late and Gilmore realizes he has to work fast now. There still has to be natural light in order to make a good picture. The twilight comes in and Gilmore realizes he's not going to be able to take the picture today. But there was still a pleasant surprise waiting for him this day. Slightly ahead of the last tracks of the horse, there was a little pool of water. This must be a place that the horse frequently visits, Gilmore figures. The next day, he arrives at the pool of water first. It's hard to find the tracks after a night of rain, but still managed to find one. But he wasn't the only one. Gilmore is aware of the people surrounding him at safe distance, but this time, he's prepared. He brought a tent to spend the night in the forest. This way, he would really be the first one tomorrow morning, and if he planned it right and only set up his little camp after dark, they'd have no idea. It's getting really close to dark and Gilmore gazes deeper into the forest to look for the people. But then, he sees a horse. It's quite far away and seems to be behaving like a usual horse. Gilmore is getting confident about the possibility of taking the picture, not being aware of the dangers. Gilmore quickly grabs his binoculars in order to look at the horse once more, before it disappears in the night. But when he looks at the horse, he sees it surrounded by at least 4 people. One of them seems to be the employee of the hotel. The darkness of the night soon arrives, and Gilmore sets up camp. Even though Gilmore is completely shocked by seeing a familiar face around the horse, he's sure of his plan now that he is hiding in the dark and will be first tomorrow. He underestimated the scientists and their willpower. The next morning, Gilmore wakes up early as expected. He doesn't waste time and starts walking right away. Luckily, he knows what direction to go, as he can't see anything because of the mist. He feels a bit unsure, but then he clearly hears the sound of a horse in the distance. Gilmore follows the sound and soon afterward arrives. But the horse is not alone. It's surrounded by scientists, even this early and even more than the night before. He doesn't hesitate and gets the pictures he wants. He's noticed, and the scientists aggressively approach him. "Get away! Gilmore!" Even though they don't appreciate Gilmore's curiosity, they understand the world had to find out at some point. The horse is a descendant of a horse that survived the disaster of Chernobyl. The horse turned out to have all sorts of hereditary defects on his skin because of this. Gilmore gets to leave and is allowed to publish the picture that would make him famous after a while.